What's up, traders? Today is November 1st, Tuesday, and the markets have closed today. It was a gap and crap day. Um, let's get on into it. What happened today? At opening bell, I released a market outlook where I had indicated it was bullish. It was at resistance and it was successfully backtested. At resistance was the key. Towards the end of that outlook, I stated that if you want to go long, make sure that it clears. Let me just go right on into it. I'll zoom in to the this was at the time right here, pre-market right here when I made the recording, the Outlook recording, and I said at the end of the video, if you want to go long, make sure it comes up, successfully backtests with a closed candle, and then goes up. Then you can go long. And did that happen? No, it did not. See that? It first of all didn't even. This is a doji, an indecision candle, and um, usually you expect to see a big green body going through this line, but that didn't even happen. And then look at this red candle that straddles the line, so that's automatically signs of trouble. Okay, and what we found was it was actually the JOLTS report that was released. Let me go to that right here. Here it is, right here. Job openings JOLTS report, 10.7 million compared to forecast 10.2. That the Fed does not want to see that. Okay, they do not want to see more job openings. They want to see less job openings because that means inflation will probably come down. Okay, so that's what sent the markets downward, even though it did clearly open um, up. Okay, because here's the 65-minute right here to the far right. Let me zoom on in so you can really see that. It was right up here, right at resistance, as I mentioned in the outlook this morning. This was the Friday close as well, right? So everything was going fine until we got the classic gap and crap due to the JOLTS job report. Okay, so I don't want to spend too much time on this chart other than, down we went, down we went, down we went. I didn't short it only because I feel we still have that momentum to go higher. And when there's that overall momentum to go higher, I'll show you on the 4-hour chart as well. We still have the momentum, even though today was a gap and crap and down day. But it wasn't a huge down day. I mean, it wasn't like markets were down 2%. Dow was down, only last I checked, I thought it was 100 or so points, I think. No, 79. No, I'm sorry, 79. So, no, it is what it is. And so that's why I didn't short it, even though I unless I was in the mood to scalp. But the problem is because there's an overall bullish momentum still, or at least maintaining momentum, I don't know how low this is going to go to make it worth my time, right? So that's why I just sat on my hands when I watched it. I watched it. I didn't get anything today. In fact, my calls from yesterday are still holding. So I'm expecting some fireworks tomorrow in the FOMC meeting at 2:30. Okay. Um, but basically, just to run through these scenarios, you see here that it attempted to, come back up, but you can actually visualize this that, okay, it hits some resistance line here, try to come up, but look at the back test, failure. It didn't hold this line. The back test did not hold. So, but see, if you look at this, even if you said, oh, it didn't hold, maybe I'm going to jump in on a put. Well, guess what? It kind of flattened out the rest of the day, right? So you wouldn't have gained too much if you'd have thrown a put in there. That's what I mean. It's like you don't know where it's going to try to establish a bottom at. Okay, so one more thing to point out, it once again tried to come up, but notice this is the 20 SMA line. The body could not come up, could not backtest, and could not go up. And because this red candle body is straddling the 20 SMA line on this is the 5-minute chart, it filled again. Okay, so that's really all I wanted to point out about today's chart. It's just down and stayed down and tried to bottom. I want to show you one last thing, and this is the 4-hour NASDAQ futures. Okay, here's the line that I drew. Here's the August 16th peak. Okay, see that? We're still holding it, guys. That's what I mean. And technically we are still above. Look at the MACD. We're still above the zero line. In fact, it's at 3.59. Okay. It's holding on. Tomorrow, tomorrow FOMC at 2:30 when Chair Powell gives his press conference. Oh, we're gonna get some resolution to this. We're either gonna just bust higher or we're gonna go lower. Okay. So even right now, let me click refresh. Right now, yeah, see futures are holding right at basically barely above zero. You know, I think it tonight and into tomorrow morning, I expect this 4-hour line to kind of start to curl and flatten out in preparation for the 2:30 p.m. press conference. Okay, and if you want to, you know, technically that's this. If it starts to flatten out, that is a higher low than this. Okay, so let me move to a 1-hour chart. Yeah, see there, so it's still holding as you see. Again, that's a higher low. That's going to be a higher low if it starts to flatten out. It starts to come back up towards in the pre-market hours. So, that's basically all I've got for you guys today. Everything is gearing up for the FOMC meeting. If you would like to try to trade that, feel free to check out my other video that I did yesterday. Here's the heading for that one: How to trade the FOMC. You can successfully trade it, but you got to be strategic. It's about the RSI on the 5-minute chart when you're comparing two different charts together. Check out that video if you want to know more. Okay, that's all I've got for you guys today. I will give another update tomorrow morning in the pre-market. Let's just see where we are. I think it's going to be relatively flat. I don't think the markets are going to necessarily try to make a big move one way or another before FOMC. So, okay, that's all I've got. Talk to you tomorrow.